today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Cleveland. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And no one can run the football like Lamar Jackson from the quarterback position. The most dynamic guy with the ball in his hands since probably Michael Vick. Got more accurate throwing the football each and every year at Louisville. But how about this one? A first-round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick in the first round. The last guy to do that at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater, the same exact pick when he came out.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The stop made by Andrew.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Baltimore.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Dobbins running out of the gun. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
Is it okay if I give him a few props right here? Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a 2-time walk-on, who later became a 2-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They go play action. Mayfield going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Andy Janovich taking it in. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 36, Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete.
Jackson.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A gain of 25 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. This is caught. Watkins. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
One more time with Dobbins. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Offense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Ravens 3, Browns nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, and now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to Des.
From 13 yards out, as the Ravens push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up
the goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw again on second down. Mayfield over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
picked off by Tavon Young. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. After the interception, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on first down.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete here. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10.
Heading back out, Baker Mayfield, as we call up our players spotlight. And I guess right now, as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Now they disrupted already for 3 INTs. This pass complete to Higgins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete.
No gain,
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His guys are on the road to Blowout City. They lead it big. As we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you got to get your confidence going.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Watch the screen. Check 48 to the mic. Check.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
No! We gotta do our job, man!
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The 16-yard line.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns get a score closer.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score. Ravens 24.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
You get blocked me. You get blocked me. You get blocked me.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
For the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Again, Jackson, and that will be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic 1st down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. This is Hunt on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Mayfield's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt there to make the grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, receiving team.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding, offense.
Come on, you serious?
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On the carry for Baltimore.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Landry. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now Mayfield and the Browns. Down by 11, a little under 1:50 remaining. They need a touchdown with a 2-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it 1st down. First down, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Kick is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep. It got his man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Mayfield on first down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Mayfield to throw it. Being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
2nd and 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.